So hello, good afternoon, and we are at the iconic Marine Drive, gearing up for the game between Mumbai Indians and Kolkata Knight Riders. Yes, Mumbai Indians have not won their last two games in this IPL 2025 and are yet to open their account in this edition of the tournament, whereas KKR are coming on the back of a good win against Rajasthan Royals in Guwahati. So we'll talk about this match and what it means for the Mumbaikars, for the Kolkata fans, and what this rivalry is all about. So Mumbai Indians historically have dominated this particular matchup against Kolkata Knight Riders with a winning head-to-head margin of 23-11. Mumbai Indians will feel confident of replicating and continuing their dominance over Kolkata Knight Riders. But for Kolkata Knight Riders, in the last six games, they have won five matches against Mumbai Indians, including a league double over the Mumbai Indians teams in the last edition of the tournament. And when a particular team dominates has such a dominant record against any team. For example, recently we saw Royal Challengers Bengaluru defeating Chennai Super Kings in Chepauk, and the celebrations were wild on social media and on the ground as well. And the same thing meant for the KKR fans when they ended a 12-year drought by defeating Mumbai Indians at the iconic Wankhede Stadium, and the celebrations on social media and the streets of Kolkata last time around were completely wild. And yes, they ended up winning the entire tournament as well. So KKR is on the road to defend their IPL title. Whether they will be able to do that or not, that remains to be seen. It is still an early stage of the tournament, but the start has been decently good. They lost their opener against RCB, but came up in the winning cause against Rajasthan Royals. But for Mumbai Indians, as they said in that last post-match press conference, that there are more questions to be answered in this team combination. In the last game, we saw the young Chinaman spinner Vignesh Puthur getting dropped surprisingly, and the entire world was asking where is Vignesh Puthur after he castled Chennai Super Kings at the Chepauk. But yes, for Mumbai Indians, not only Vignesh Puthur's absence, but the form of certain big players are in under the scanner as well. Uh, uh, Rohit Sharma, the former Mumbai Indians captain, the India captain, will be under the scanner and is one of the key players to be focused on in this game. So Rohit Sharma has had a poor start to this tournament. He has not gotten past a single digit score and has not scored a double digit score yet. So for Rohit Sharma to get a good start in Mumbai Indians' first game, a home game in IPL 2025 would be something that he would need and the team Mumbai Indians would need. For Rohit Sharma, IPLs have not been that great in the recent past. Last year, yes, he scored. Yeah, he had a 400 plus tournament, but from a player like Rohit Sharma, you expect a lot more. So will Rohit Sharma return to form? That is a question we are asking today, and let's see whether the hitman returns to winning ways and in among runs here at the Wankhede Stadium, a stadium which he knows pretty well and has played his entire cricket here in this particular ground. But for Mumbai Indians, apart from Rohit Sharma, the opening combination, Ryan Rickelton has not been clicking. So whether Will Jacks will come in his place and Robin Mintz takes the glove is something which remains to be seen. Surya Kumar Yadav has been blowing hot and cold, so Surya also needs to step up in that number 3, number 4 along with Tilak Verma, and that is something along with Rohit Sharma that Mumbai Indians as a team depends a lot on. So Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, and Tilak Verma needs to click together and score runs in plenty in a bit to getting back to winning ways. Apart from that, Jasprit Bumrah's absence is something which is very crucial, which has been a crucial aspect in Mumbai Indians' poor run of form here in IPL 2025. So in the absence of Jasprit Bumrah, people expected Deepak Chahar and Trent Bolt to do the job in the power play, and then the spinners come into the play. But Deepak Chahar and Trent Bolt have been very rusty and have not been among wickets, especially in the power play. And when Trent Bolt and Deepak Chahar don't give you good starts in the power play among with the wickets, then that is something which is a cause of concern for Mumbai Indians. So whether Trent Bolt and Deepak Chahar, and we know that Wankhede is red soil pitch will give you an even bounce. The sea breeze here from the Marine Drive towards the stadium will give some assistance to the Pacers as well. So Trent Bolt and Deepak Chahar should enjoy a good outing here at the Wankhede Stadium. But whether the KKR batters will be able to encounter that is something which remains to be seen. But for Kolkata Knight Riders also there are a few questions that needs to be answered. Will Andrik Nokia come into the playing 11 in place of Spencer Johnson? He bowled a lot in the build up to to this T20 game in Wankhede Stadium on match day -2. We saw Nokia bowl at around 1 hour, which is a lot for a 145 plus bowler. So Andit Nokia is a likely change that Kolkata Knight Riders could make in this game against Mumbai Indians. And if we get some sort of seam movement of the Wankhede deck, then he could be a handful bowler for KKR with that sort of pace. Apart from that, Sunil Narayan will come into the playing 11 after head coach Chandrakant Pandit cleared that he has fully recovered from his illness, which kept him out of the last match. So Sunil Narayan's inclusion with the bat as an opener and those 4 overs are gold for Kolkata Knight Riders. So Sunil Narayan coming back to the KKR playing 11 makes them even stronger. Ajinkya Rahane, captain Ajinkya Rahane, had a great start against RCB at the Eden Gardens, but struggled a bit against Rajasthan Royals, especially against the spinners. He was seen batting against the spinners. So Ajinkya Rahane, who again knows the stadium inside out, will hope to make a significant contribution, not as a batter but as a captain as well. And Chandrakant Pandit heaped praises on Ajinkya Rahane, the leader, and his calmness and composure out there on the field. Apart from that, Quinton de Kock scored a brilliant 97 runs against Rajasthan Royals, so he would like to continue that run of form. But in that middle order, there are plenty of questions. Would you want to give Rinku Singh, Ramandeep Singh, and Andre Russell a few more balls, and their entry point could be a tad earlier than what they have been coming in after the 15 over mark? Will the KKR team management send the triple R's of the Kolkata Knight Riders just ahead before the 15 over mark? That is something which all the KKR fans are asking. Is there a place for Rahane, Venkatesh Iyer, and Ankrich Raghuvanshi together? Venkatesh Iyer is a definite to play, but will you play Ankrich Raghuvanshi and Rahane together, especially at a small ground like Wankhede Stadium, where your power hitters can generate a lot more runs than your anchor or accumulators? So that are the few questions which KKR will need to answer. But of course, Varun Chakravarti will be a player under the focus because he has been tremendous. We saw when the pitch gave him something in Guwahati, he just was on another level. And Varun Chakravarti, with all his variation, with the kind of form and confidence he has been going through, I think Varun Chakravarti will be a player, a bowler that KKR will be dependent on. Harshit Rana and Vaibhav Arora have also blown hot and cold. So for them, for these two Indian domestic bowlers, I think they will need to step up and pick up a few more wickets. Vaibhav bowled brilliantly against Rajasthan Royals in the last game, picked up a few wickets as well. But for him to continue that momentum is important. For Harshit Rana, I think KKR will be heavily reliant on Harshit Rana, the wicket taker, in the opening spell and in the deaths as well. And will we see Andre Russell bowl? He has not bowled a single over despite being one of the top wicket takers for KKR last season around, and he has been a decent death bowler for KKR in the last few seasons. So Andre Russell, the bowler, will we see a return of him with the ball in Wankhede? I think that is something which is very likely because in both the days when KKR practiced at the Wankhede in the build-up to this match, Russell was seen bowling at the nets. So Russell will also be someone with whom KKR will have a lot more dependency with the bat to score those quick fire runs, and of course with the ball to produce those wickets or bowling economy in the 10th. So this was the pretty preview of Mumbai Indians and KKR, a rivalry which has taken shape in the last few years, with KKR dominating since the IPL 2021. But historically, as I said earlier, Mumbai Indians have that sort of dominance with a 23-11 winning margin against KKR. So who will come victorious here at the Wankhede Stadium? MI's first game here in the stadium, whereas KKR will look to end this away stretch after Guwahati on a winning cause. So let's see what happens. Do let us know which team you are backing today to win this match, and let us know in the comment section. Keep following Rep Sports Corner. Thank you so much.